on to all of my Libras. You have the Chariot, Three of Swords, Two of Swords, Knight of Cups, Six of Swords, the Tower, Ten of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, the Judgment, and last but not least, the Nine of Cups. Oh, I started looking at this because I was like, wow, this is very similar to the Scorpio video because of the cards, but no, it's different. The Chariot, the Three of Swords, the Two of Swords. Okay. All right, so for you Libras, right? A lot of you Libras are going to have to fight brokenheartedness. The Chariot, the Three of Swords, and the Two of Swords represent some of y'all right now just don't want to be bothered in relationships because a lot of y'all may have, you Libras think y'all slick. A lot of y'all basically think that you're never going to find the person that's right for you in the first place. Some of you Libras may be a little bit heartbroken off of somebody that you used to talk to. Either way it goes, a lot of you Libras right now are kind of thinking that it would probably be the best for you to not date anybody. That's not necessarily true. And the reason why I'm saying that in the first place is because, listen, if you Libras know that you want to date people, then just do that, you know? Don't overthink it. The Chariot, obviously, the Chariot, the Three of Swords, part of the reason why you're having problems is, like I said before, if you're dating seriously and you want to get to know people, then obviously you're going to have to get to know these people over time. I am writing about it in my book, okay? But for now, I'm not going to tell you what I'm writing about specifically. Right? I'm not almost done, but I'm heading towards being done. It's just so much to pack in. But the point is, for you Libras, understand that if you're dating people, then just do that and have your fun and see where it goes. Have fun while dating. And when I say have fun while dating, I don't mean cheat. I don't mean, right? I don't mean go out and do whatever. What I mean by that is experiment. Understand that not everything is meant for you to put such pressure on yourself. Relax. Do your own thing, right? Enjoy yourself. Really relax. So the Chariot and the Three of Swords, the Two of Swords represent how, when it comes to getting to know specifically other people, ask them questions. Find out about them. Find out about their past. Find out about the type of upbringing that they've had. What do they want in the future? What are some of the best things or the highlights of you know what they do or their life, and what are some of the lowlights, the lowest points of of who they are, right? The Three of Swords, the Two of Swords, and watch how it is that they move. Watch to see, because this is a double situation. It could be you and them, right? This represents how you may want to slow down from dating, but it also represents how you Libras can turn this in your favor. Find out about, you know, not just their upbringing, but also, you know, look at the interaction that they're having with you. Are they starting to clam up? Are they starting to cross their shoulders? Are they cross their arms, cross their shoulders, cross their arms? Are they starting to get upset? Right? Are they starting to be like, I don't want to talk about it? Well, these are some of the things that you need to know if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody. Pay attention to see if they're super defensive about it. Or are they loose, and are they still able to actually communicate effectively because it's water up underneath the bridge? You know, one of the indications of a person being healthy is it being water up underneath the bridge. You understand what I'm saying? Like, things should not be things should not be in a situation where it's not water up underneath the bridge. You know, they have a problem communicating to you their highlights and lowlights. You know, if they don't have a problem communicating the highest points in their life, then why do they have a problem communicating the lowest points in their life? Because it should be water up underneath the bridge, right? They shouldn't have a problem doing that. So if they can't discuss it and be like, yeah, this is the situation that happened with me from the past, not that much of a big deal. I'm moving forward with it, and I'm not going to let it tell me what to do to dictate my future. Then obviously you're in a situation where that's a good thing. But if a person has a problem with it and I don't want it, they're avoiding it. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. But you getting to know them, and that I don't want to talk about it type stuff. If you ignore that and you go, okay, I'm going to continue to date that person, regardless of who it is, regardless of what you into, that's not good. That's terrible news. And the reason why that's terrible news in the first place is because that means that you have a decision to make right then and there. Are you going to continue to get to know these people and continue to invest? Sorry about that. Or are you going to move forward with this and be like, look, I got to get out of here? Right? The Knight of Cups and the Six of Swords represent also too, when you're dating people, right? As far as trying to speak to somebody, some of the things that you Libras may have been doing wrong is think about what the person is saying to you, right? When you hang out with somebody, review it in your head. Don't overthink it, but review it. Study what it is that they said. Pay attention, right? And review to if what it is that they told you and the night that you had, time that you decided to hang out with them, day, night, whatever, makes sense. Because sometimes, see, this is another thing too. Sometimes what will happen with you Libras is that people can tell you some stuff and you Libras want love. So the problem is that you don't review it. You don't even make sure to see if it actually makes sense. Like, did the stuff that this person say actually make sense, or are they out here just talking nonsense? I need to actually review this, because sometimes too, when it comes to people talking and you getting to know people, sometimes people will say certain things and it turns out it doesn't even make any sense. When you review it, you're like, wait a minute. This person just blatantly lied to me with a straight face, and this person thought that I wouldn't know it. That's how it is that you can tell too, before you even get into a committed relationship where you feel like you spent time with the person. So the Six of Swords, give yourself a break from this person. So many people want to be up underneath each other so much. And again, this is one of the things that I'm writing about even in my book. Too much time together to the point where it can cause damage, actually stifles the relationship. When the two of you hang out and stuff like this, give it some time, give it a couple of days. I said this before. When it comes to dating and mating, people should not be speaking to each other every single day. You should not be calling the person, texting the person every single day. The two of you should have some time by yourselves. Even when y'all are getting to know each other, the two of y'all should be striving to do your own thing. Put it like this, if a person has to talk to you every single day, that's a dub. You know why? Because it means that the person is dealing with codependency issues. There's something about them where they can't understand that just because we don't speak at all for the next 1 to 2 days does not mean we're not going to talk to each other. Don't trip on that, right? So then you have the Tower. And you have the Ten of Swords. So the Tower, Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles represents how a lot of you Libras are understanding that you're not going to, like Scorpio, you're not going to invest into somebody and there is nothing to invest into, right? You're trying to essentially get to know somebody and it's so difficult to get to know them right. That's exactly correct. Because if it is too difficult, if you're in a situation where you're finding it difficult to get to know somebody, guess what that means? That means that you and the person are not meant to be together. If the person is not open, see, this is what I'm talking about. A functional, healthy relationship, right? You have to be open to those types of things. So I don't understand how people have the mentality of they're going to remain quiet. They're not going to say anything. They're going to essentially just remain closed, arms crossed. They're not going to allow you to ask them questions. Be open, be honest, be an open book. They're just going to essentially just be like, "No, I don't want to talk about this, that, the third, whatever." And then expect the relationship to last, right? Expect you Libras to start opening up and seeing what's going on with them, finding out if they're okay, opening up yourselves. Because Libra, y'all are a zodiac sign where, like, and y'all don't want people to know this, but I'm just going to reveal some of your secrets. You Libras are a zodiac sign where y'all be living in your head. And a lot of you Libras are not necessarily the most open when it comes to meeting other people, because a lot of y'all don't want to open yourselves up to potentially being hurt in a new relationship again. So, you know, a lot of the refusal to socialize with people comes from, you know, you Libras not thinking that the relationship is even going to work out. But see, that's the thing. A lot of you Libras got to start being more open, just like the other person has to be open. The Seven of Pentacles, that's the only way that it's going to work. And if you find out that these people are cherry picking you, meaning that they like one element of you, but they don't necessarily like, let me say this. They like one element of you and they're not encouraging you to heal at all or to become better, then that's how you know that you and this person are not good. It's not a good match. And then you have the Judgment and the Nine of Cups. The Judgment and the Nine of Cups, okay? The Judgment and the Nine of Cups are about how you got to understand that that's for you to decide, though. The Nine of Cups, otherwise you're just going to allow other people to tell you a bunch of nonsense and get you in a position where you don't want to be. So a lot of you Libras are on the right track when it comes to learning how to be more active, because what you Libras have a tendency to do is not want to get involved. And you're going to have to get involved, especially if you want to be in a real relationship. You're going to have to get involved. Otherwise, it's not going to work. All of the fears that you Libras may have about what it doesn't work, you don't know that yet. The only thing that you know is pay attention, go in it with both eyes open, and understand if a person is playing you. If a person is playing games with you, if nothing is happening, if they're not matching their words with their actions, if they're not actually doing the things that are necessary to build that trust, then you should not trust them. And you're right not to trust them. And you're even more right to get away from them. But if the person is being honest with you, and you know you're being honest with the other person, then you have nothing to worry about. Because you Libras are a zodiac sign that can take care of yourselves. I told y'all, I know plenty of Libras. Freaking, I used to have best friends in high school that was Libras. I know some people that I've met through this tarot reading stuff that I've known for a few years ago that I used to speak to, who's a Libra. Libras was everywhere around me. You know what I mean? And you got to get into that. You got to not be afraid to get hurt. A lot of times people nowadays, they want the relationship, but they don't want to get hurt. Well, pain is a part of the dating process. You got to get to a point where, again, because I'm going to tell you what to do about that. I'm going to tell you what to do about the pain. What you do with that is, if you don't necessarily get what it is that you want as far as a relationship is concerned, or you get to whatever point you get to as far as getting to know them is concerned, I'm gonna tell you what you do. What you do is when you feel that pain, you Libras immediately go into that meditative state. And what you want to do is you want to ask yourself the question of, what did you do and what happened and what did they do that made the relationship messed up? And then after that, you want to be, I should say in it, you want to be completely honest with yourself. And what you want to do is you want to forgive them. You want to forgive them for wasting your time and doing this. And you want to forgive them, you want to forgive yourself for allowing yourself to waste whatever said time by being too patient with them, and learn from your mistakes and understand what are some of the things that you could have did wrong. You understand? Because it's that internal dialogue. Now, if you don't get involved, because you should still talk to people, okay? A lot of you Libras are going to talk to more people. But the Nine of Cups represents, because if you don't learn how to spot people who are fakes, you're going to be in a situation like this where people will show you what they think you want to see from them, okay? And boom, you're going to be stuck right back in the cycle again. So let's clarify the Nine of Cups. So you have the Lovers, Three of Wands, Ten of Cups, and last but not least, you have the Seven of Swords, right? So the Lovers and the Three of Wands represents how, again, understand when a relationship is not a very good relationship. Understand, if there's potential behind it, and if there's not. If there's not, then it means that give yourself permission to leave, okay? The Ten of Cups now, okay, Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups now and the Seven of Swords represent, because you Libras already lived long enough to know what's going to happen. A lot of y'all are already experienced enough to know what's going to happen. You're going to find out that who they presented themselves to be at the very beginning, when everything was all good, was not really who they were, and that these people turned out to be much worse than the friendly the friendly, upstanding person that they tried to portray themselves as at the very beginning. So you already know where this is going to go. Okay, so all it is that you Libras need, see, y'all are right there. All you Libras need to do is to actually implement this stuff. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. As of right now, I have 6,360 subscribers. Smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. And that Libra video that I talked about is coming pretty soon.